Hey everyone, I'm your host Courtney O'Steen and you're watching The People Project. Don't forget to like and share this video with someone that you think could find it valuable. Thank you to the incredible individuals who have made this series possible. Without you, there wouldn't be a project. Hi everyone, my name is Courtney O'Steen and you're watching The People Project. Today I have a very special guest here, Miss Emma Feeheley.
Hi everyone, my name is Emma Feeheley and I currently live in Los Angeles, California, where I own and operate Sugar Strut Dancewear, and I also am your current America's Most Beautiful Miss California.
We're so happy to have you today, and I wanted you to talk about what it's like to be a female business owner.
Yes, it has been such an incredible experience thus far. I actually came up with the idea of starting a business and launching a business in the middle of COVID, as many people have. So in November of 2020, my dad, of all people, suggested that I start selling leotards on Amazon. And obviously I came up with something a little bit different, but that idea really sparked a light bulb in my head. And I knew from the beginning, I wanted to create something different, something that wasn't out there. And it's been so fun, not only getting to create something that I truly love and am passionate about, but also something that I've loved about being a female business owner is getting to create a team of amazing women who are smart and intelligent and creative and ambitious. And it's not just me doing all of this. I have this amazing team, and they're really focused on inspiring and empowering the young girls that we serve through Sugar Strut. And that's been the most rewarding part of all of this, and something that I'm so happy I've been able to do.
I absolutely love that. Being a female business owner myself, it really tugs on my heartstrings to hear other women seeing how empowering it can be to show people how to use their gifts, right? How to monetize it, and most importantly, how to do something that you love. Tell me, what was the main inspiration behind your name and your brand?
Yes. So for the company itself, I grew up with two younger sisters, and my older sister's 8. She's my younger sister, but the older one is 8 years younger than me. And we both grew up in dance together. And I used to love shopping for dancewear for her. It was like my favorite thing to do. And back then I found that all of these companies existed where it was like cute girly designs with fun patterns and adorable branding. And now as a dance teacher, when I look for those same things for my students, they just didn't exist. They weren't there anymore. And I wanted to bring fun, fabulous back to dancewear. And it just really all started with, me loving dancewear and finding so much excitement in it. So the exact day that I came up with this idea to start this, I sat down and wrote 50 words that made me think of dancewear. And sugar was on there because I feel like a kid in a candy store when I look at cute fashion or dancewear that I love. And then I wanted it to be sweet and sassy. So I thought strut was really cute to go along with it. And I literally looked at those 2 words on my list, and right away it was Sugar Strut, and that was it. It took me about 2 minutes to come up with the name.
I love it. That's fantastic. And if you have one product that you have created that is kind of your flagship item, what is that item?
Yeah, so we are getting ready to fully launch. Right now, you can't actually order anything yet, but on Tuesday, August 31st, we're getting ready to go live. And yesterday, we were able to showcase all of our products. So we have our All Dolled Up collection, which is our Diva leotard, comes in 3 colors, our Dolly top, 3 colors, and then our Dream shorts, which come in 2 different colors. And I love all of them for different reasons, but I would have to say our Diva leotard is one of my favorite pieces. It is so soft and comfortable and so adorable at the same time. And I actually asked the manufacturer if they could give me extra fabric, because I'm like, I need to make a blanket out of this. It's just so soft and comfortable, and I'm just so proud of what we've been able to create over the past 12 months.
That's really great. Now, once the products are available, what is shipping time going to look like for you guys?
So we are launching our pre-order on Tuesday, and it is a pre-order. So there's a bunch of different perks that you get for doing that pre-order, and we actually will be shipping them out of Los Angeles in October. That date is coming soon. And then once that pre-order ends, then the shipping should be much faster.
Oh, that's really exciting. So I saw you had an opportunity to do a photo shoot. Tell me a little bit how you selected your models.
Oh my gosh. So it's actually such a crazy story. There was this young dancer that I had seen all over social media for years and years, and she is just the cutest thing. And you can go back to my Instagram messages from 4 years ago, and I would send her videos to my friends and just be like, look how cute this little girl is. She's adorable. So back in January, I just reached out to her mom on a limb. I never thought she would respond. And I just said, I'm starting this dancewear line. I would love for you and your girls to get involved. Again, thinking nothing would come out of it. And she was super interested in hearing what we had to offer. By this point, I had a name and some sketches. That was it. So we ended up talking on the phone for like 2 hours that day, and she loved the idea and wanted to get involved. So since January, we've been working together, and both her daughters will model for our shoot, and they're just so cute. But I love that their vibe and their personalities really match the brand, and they're just such nice, fun kids too, which I love. So that's definitely priority for me, is choosing kids to work with that I just really get along with and that match the personality of the brand.
I love that. Now, what is your big vision? Where do you see your company in the next 5 years?
So hopefully pretty soon. Right now, we're just doing youth sizes for the first 2 collections. So I want to start expanding into adult sizes so that our teens can have lots of cute dancewear too, and just really growing this and growing our Club Sugar ambassador program, where we have dancers that are able to promote our brand while we spoil them with amazing dancewear too, and just really growing and building an awesome community of dancers and young girls who feel inspired and empowered.
I love that message so very much. Tell me a little bit about what dance has done for you as the woman you are today.
Oh my gosh, so much. I could write a novel. I grew up in a traditional education system at school, and I didn't fit in those traditional educational norms. I really wanted to be creative when I was learning. I always thrived when I was interacting with other people and taking leadership roles, and I was never given the opportunity to do that consistently in a traditional school environment. So I always felt isolated. I felt like I couldn't achieve the same things that my peers could. And I was lucky enough to be exposed to dance at the same time I was in school, and dance gave me a purpose. I felt like I could accomplish anything, and I had teachers and mentors who instilled those same values in me. So I always say that, without dance, I really truly don't know where I would be. And it's one of the reasons that my platform in pageantry is arts education, because I really feel like it has just shifted my life and taught me so many life lessons. So when I was 18 years old, I decided not to go to college. I moved to California by myself and started teaching dance full time. So I was able to direct 2 major dance companies by the age of 19. I have coached high school dance teams, and I have now started this dancewear brand. So it's really given me anything and everything in my life and more, and taught me so many amazing life lessons.
That's fantastic. If you were being asked from a young girl, what is the number 1 class I should make sure that I take to be successful as a dancer, what would that be?
That's such a hard question for me, because I feel like so many different styles can give you so many different lessons and things to learn. But I would say whatever you love the most. I always say fall in love with dance first, and the rest will just follow. So whatever style you love, whether that's ballet or you love tap or you love hip hop, start with that, and then add on as you go and see how all of those styles translate and help one another. For me, it was always jazz and musical theater, because I felt like I could express my personality. And then once I started adding ballet and tap, I kind of appreciated how they all intertwined and helped one another.
What would you say your biggest struggle has been as a dancer?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I think time commitment for sure is huge, especially since I danced competitively in high school and in middle school. You know, we were dancing sometimes 6 hours a day. And then I did dance team in the morning and then I was in school all day long. So, you know, finding and navigating how to manage your time and set time aside to do homework or to hang out with friends or to be with your family. But at the end of the day, it really has taught me so much about time management so that now in my adult life, when I'm busy with 10,000 things, I can navigate it and figure out how to still be successful in that way.
Definitely. And I bet that played a huge role into you being successful in pageants as well. Why don't you tell me a little bit about how the two correlate?
Yes, absolutely. So I actually got involved in pageantry. It's kind of a funny story. I used to watch, like as a 9-year old, I would watch Toddlers and Tiaras and Miss America all day long. And my mom hated it because she's like, turn off this reality TV. And I just was mesmerized by the glamour of pageantry. Like I've always been a girly girl and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. They get to wear makeup. They're in these gorgeous gowns. I just loved everything about it. And I asked my mom to do pageant and she looked at me like I was crazy and said, absolutely not. And it took some years of convincing, but she finally let me do one when I was 13 years old. And she actually loved it. She was right away able to see all of the things that pageantry helped me with, you know, confident speaking and just how to present yourself. It also allowed me to really hone in on what my mission is. And I started a nonprofit when I was 13 years old because of pageantry. And now she actually judges pageants, so it kind of worked out in her favor too. But I feel like dance helped me to know what I wanted to do, and pageantry helped me get there because I was able to step into a job interview at 18 years old and know what I was bringing to the table and know what questions to ask and know how to present myself in an authentic way. And I'm just so grateful for pageantry and all that it's given me. And I always say I'm probably never going to stop competing because it's just something I love so, so much.
Same girl, I'll be Miss Senior Plus 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 America.
Exactly.
I just think it fosters such a beautiful environment for women to figure out who we are, right? Because we're always shifting, growing, and changing. And I think self-discovery is one of the most beautiful gifts we can unlock or unbox, so to speak. And when we start embracing those changes that we have and giving our talents back to others and showing them, hey, you can do this too. It's just such a beautiful celebration of being a woman. And it's very empowering, in my personal opinion, walking on that stage and knowing all the preparation that went behind it, because it's not that moment where you're preparing. You've done all the hard work before you walk into that interview room or step foot on that stage. And you understand what that's like because it's like, it's already done. Now it's the time to celebrate and see my awesome gown and see how hard I've worked on my fitness and hear what I've learned as a woman in my personal journey of growth and how I got here. So if you were to tell anyone that was looking to either start their own business or compete, or maybe you have two different answers, what piece of advice would you offer to her?
Absolutely. So I'll start with the one for competing. If anyone wants to do a pageant, I would say it's a journey. It is such a journey. And the more pageants I do, the more I realize it's not just this one pageant you're competing in. You know, don't put all your eggs in one basket. If I don't win this one pageant, it's the end of the world. Because when I look back at all the pageants I've done in my life, I don't really remember or even think about where I placed or who won or who scored higher, who's whatever. I think about the experiences that I had and how I grew at that particular pageant and how much fun I had. And so now competing, every pageant I go to, I'm not really worried or thinking about who else is there or what's the outcome going to be. And in fact, at my last pageant, I had so much fun. I did all the hard work, like you said, and I just showed up and had a blast. And when we were backstage getting ready to call top 15, I thought to myself, I really could just go home right now and not hear what the outcome was. And I'd be so happy because I walked away with such a great experience, meeting so many amazing people and learning so much about myself. And I think when you go into a pageant with that attitude, it just makes it so much better and you just take that pressure off yourself. So I would encourage anyone who wants to compete for the first time to work hard, to do the work, but then show up and just have fun and get rid of the expectations or the outcome of what the actual results are going to be. And then my advice for anyone starting a business is to make sure that this is something that you love. Because I can confidently say if I did not love this as much as I do, and if I wasn't so passionate about dancewear and helping young girls, I would have quit a long time ago because it is very difficult. However much you think it's going to take to get there, you know, you can easily times that by 10, and that's what it'll take to get there for sure. But, you know, if you love it, if you're passionate about it, if it's truly fun for you, then it'll show up with your hard work and it'll really be worth it in the long run.
Definitely. I think that's great advice from both the pageant aspect and from the business aspect. And I will tell you, as a business owner myself, I know how many hours are unseen that go into the work. And I'm sure that you had a lot of decisions to make in regards to what your budget was going to look like, in regards to fabric choice, in regards to who was going to manufacture for you and what shipping times were going to look like, from your web design to your photo shoots. And I think one of the most important things we can do is really make that list, right? And see what needs to be done in order for a launch to occur. So with your launch coming up next week, tell us how we can see your products and how we can help support you.
Absolutely. So our website will go live on Tuesday at 8 a.m. PST. So if you want to be on the lookout for that, you can follow us at Sugar Strut, just the word sugar and then strut, STRUT, on Instagram. And then you can also follow my personal account where I also post updates, which is EK, and then my last name, which is FEEHELEY.
Perfect. And if anybody was interested in becoming a brand ambassador, how would they go about that?
Yeah, so if you go to our Sugar Strut Instagram page, you can click on the photo that says brand ambassador and it'll give you instructions on how to apply. We're always looking for new dancers to help promote our brand so we can spoil you guys with awesome dancewear.
I love it. And is there anything you'd like to leave our viewers with today?
I just want to say, Courtney, thank you so much for having me. And I hope you guys all have an awesome rest of your day.
You are welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Miss Emma Feeheley, the owner and founder of Sugar Strut Dancewear. Make sure to check her out on the social media links that I will have posted in the show notes and here below on YouTube. Thank you for joining us today. And don't forget to be beautiful, be blessed, but most of all, be you. Have a great day, guys.